Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, the Omaha National Cemetery is honoring fallen veterans who don't have any living or known family.
Also, as overdoses are on the rise in Nebraska, the focus is on educating our youth. But first,
don't take any chances. If there's any question, have them sit.
Steps are being taken to keep your kids safe when they play sports. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Nebraska Children's Hospital says it's seeing an increase in preventable youth sports injuries.
So the city of Lincoln has teamed up with them to see what can be done to prevent some of those injuries. And Channel 8's Yosef Nasser has everything you need to know. Yosef?
Good evening, Rod and Megan. The Youth Sports Injury Task Force has identified 3 areas of focus, which you'll see. Recognizing these signs can go a long way towards preventing these kids getting injured while playing sports. Concussions, overuse injuries, and dehydration.
We're seeing increases in all 3 of those issues.
Approximately 30 million children participate in sports each year in the United States. 3.5 million kids 14 years and under receive medical treatment for sports injuries, including right here in Nebraska. The city of Lincoln is launching resources to help parents and coaches detect signs of a preventable injury.
You also have to kind of pick up on those signs because the athletes aren't going to be able to recognize it themselves and tell you there's a problem.
Lincoln youth coaches say they are increasingly aware of staying on top of these issues and using that information to help other coaches improve their approach.
If a player had, let's say, a soccer tournament for the weekend, that we might give him or her the day off the next practice. Maybe the next practice is focused more on stretching and recovery versus a full training session that he or she might have had.
You know, basically we're training our coaches, don't take any chances. If there's any question, have them sit.
Children's doctors say sports specialization plays a role in increased overuse injuries in young athletes.
We're definitely seeing an increase in sports specialization at an earlier age, increases in overuse injuries because they're doing the exact same types of motions over and over again.
The city's Sports Injury Prevention Task Force developed materials for youth sports organizations and families, including videos, safety tips, and even online training for youth coaches. The task force is hopeful raising awareness about some of these injuries can help prevent them from happening.
Sports are a big part of our youth experience here, and so anything we can do to make it safe and for them to continue to participate is really the best avenue for us.
The team that put these materials together includes doctors, trainers, and youth coaches. You can learn more about the resources available on our website, klkntv.com.
All right, thank you so much, Yosef. In national news now, police say 4 people were injured in a shooting at a Texas high school this morning.
They say the violence all stemmed from a fight.
That this is not a random act of violence. This is not somebody attacking our schools. This is a student. We believe right now, preliminary, that it was a student that got into a fight and drew a weapon.
18-year-old Timothy George Simpkins is now in custody and accused of the shooting. After the incident, he ran away from the school but turned himself in hours later. 3 of the victims were students and 1 an older adult. Police say one of those victims is in critical condition.
Let's talk about your weather now with Chief Meteorologist John Dissauer. We call it the first forecast. And John, a lot of clouds today.
Yeah, a cloudy day for sure. And that's kept temperatures down just a little bit compared to the last 3 days where we had highs in the 80s. Today we only made it into the middle and upper 70s. You can see all the clouds we've got sitting outside right now from a live look from Honda of Lincoln with lots of clouds overhead. Maybe some breaks off to the south and southwest. Temperatures compared to 24 hours ago, we're running about 3 to as much as 5 degrees cooler. So right now that means we're sitting at 73 degrees in Lincoln. We did make it up to 76 this afternoon. Again, that's a couple degrees cooler than yesterday's 80. It's 74 right now in Grand Island and 73 degrees right now in Hastings. And there's a change in the dew points, not so much for Lincoln, Beatrice, and Wahoo, but as you go further west, that was where we had much drier air yesterday. So dew points right now are sitting in the 50s across much of the area. Maybe a little more comfortable air out there instead of being super dry, and you maybe notice some chapped lips or anything out of the drier air, but we are starting to see just slightly more humid air working in. Area of low pressure off to our south and east will stay down that direction. We are watching a weather system that is now moving into northeastern China. Yeah, we're watching going that many miles away because that will have an impact in Central Plains as we go through the next 7 to 10 days. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. Otherwise, for the rest of this evening, we'll see our temperatures slowly falling off through the 70s. We'll talk about how cold it gets tonight coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, John. In other news now today, Governor Ricketts signed a Red Ribbon Week proclamation encouraging Nebraskans to participate in drug prevention education activities.
Channel 8's Ariana Martinez joins us live here in the studio to explain why this education can help make a difference. Ariana?
Throughout the month of October, DEA investigators and law enforcement officers will visit schools across the state, educating students on drugs in the hopes kids won't experiment with them.
It's so important for us at DEA to have a governor's office and the lieutenant governor to stand with us and to recognize and do a proclamation that allows us to really get the word out. And we thank the media for talking about it and helping us spread that word, and because it is vitally important.
Began. Tonight on the news at 6, I'll tell you the story of Agent Kiki Cervantes, and how his dedication to getting drugs off the streets is still being recognized today.
All right, and this Friday at 6:30, we're going to have a half-hour special dedicated to Lincoln's overdose crisis.
That's right. We'll share stories from those impacted by drug addiction and hear from local experts on combating the problem in a live panel discussion. So we'll hope you join us then and submit your questions that we can ask that panel as well. No veteran should be laid to rest alone. That's the goal of the Omaha National Cemetery.
That's right. The community came together to give 3 veterans the burial they deserve. Here's the story.
At the Omaha National Cemetery, they believe every veteran who is buried there deserves to be remembered and honored for their service.
And they served their nation, they answered that call, and so it's important that their service and their duty and what they did for the nation is still recognized regardless if they have family member that are with them or not.
Every quarter, the cemetery holds a ceremony just for those unaccompanied veterans. Those are veterans who don't have any living or known family members. On Tuesday, 3 men were honored, veterans of the Vietnam and Persian Gulf Wars: Charles Patrick Thorpe, Terry Martin Cush, and Kenneth Worski. Though they came to the cemetery alone, these men were on the hearts of the Final Salute Society, a group of veterans from Bellevue, and the Nebraska Patriot Guard.
And it goes with the military motto, if you will: no man is ever left alone, or woman, or no service member is ever left alone.
On behalf of the President of the United States, the United States Armed Forces, and the great nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your most honorable and faithful service.
Mike Parenti, a fellow veteran, accepted the ceremonial folded flag and the 3 cartridges representing duty, honor, and country.
It's a great honor to do it on behalf of the veterans not having families or relatives here.
These services are always open to the public, and the next one is scheduled for January.
So nice they do that. Still ahead on the news tonight, CHI is talking booster shots.
If you've gotten Moderna, can you get the Pfizer booster, and when is the best time?
Plus, Black Friday deals in October. We're going to tell you where you can find those steeply discounted prices coming up.
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row, so
National news now. There are several new developments in the manhunt for Brian Laundrie.
We're learning more about his road trip with Gabby, and her family is speaking out in a new exclusive interview. ABC's Victor Aquindo has the latest.
This morning, that painful moment. Gabby Petito's mom revealing when she knew her daughter was gone.
The night I found out the van was in Florida, on the 11th, I felt in my heart that she was gone. As a mom, I knew she was gone.
Her parents telling Dr. Phil they reached out to Brian Laundrie's parents multiple times before they reported Gabby missing, but never heard back.
No response. One of the texts, we're going to call the police, right? You know, just letting you know, because we have no idea. No responses. Anyone that lived in that house is a coward, and they don't know how to stand up for their actions.
Brian Laundrie now wanted on federal charges, accused of using someone else's debit card to withdraw at least $1,000. The Petito's family attorney saying Brian's last known actions will be tough to explain to authorities.
I don't know what story he's going to try to tell, but it's not going to make any sense when you put it together with his actions. He ran, he stole her credit card, he used her credit card to get home, and then ran from the police.
Overnight, Brian's family attorney telling ABC News the family now believes, after speaking with the FBI, Brian left to hike the Carlton Reserve a day prior than previously reported, initially saying Brian left on Tuesday, September 14th, but now saying it was actually Monday the 13th, and says Gabby and Brian were thinking about extending their road trip. Brian flew to Florida on August 17th to reportedly gather some of his items and empty their storage unit before flying back to join Gabby on August 23rd. Cassie Laundrie, Brian's sister, telling ABC News exclusively she was shocked to learn her brother returned home in the van without Gabby.
I think my jaw could have hit the floor. The first thought in my head was, oh, they must have broken up and he doesn't want to talk about it and I'll give him space. And then he went missing.
Cassie sharing her last text messages with Gabby.
They had just sent us a postcard that said, hey, FaceTime us when you get this. So I said, hey, the kids got a postcard that asked if they could FaceTime when they get it. Is now a good time? And she said, oh yeah, we're just driving, so I'll find a place to stop. And she double smiley faced and okay, FaceTime when you're ready. And she FaceTimed with the boys for at least 45 minutes.
And back to the timeline, Brian and Gabby were seen together after Brian returned from that quick trip to Florida to grab a few things. It was about a week later that Brian returned to his parents' Northport, Florida home with that white van, but without Gabby. Still so many questions here. Victor Oquendo, ABC News, Miami Beach.
David Mura will have the very latest immediately following this newscast.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
Cloudy skies today. That's kept our temperatures down a bit from the 80s the last 3 days to highs only reaching into the 70s today. Taking a live look right now from Shones Roofing, looking down to the south and west from Beatrice. You can see we still have a lot of clouds. A few breaks as you head further to the south, but again, most of southeast Nebraska's had clouds today. We've only hit 76 degrees for a high temperature today in Lincoln. 73 is the current temperature, down to 73 in Beatrice as well. A little bit warmer as you head out towards Grand Island and Kearney, and also 75 degrees coming in from Hebron as we head towards the evening hours. You can see on satellite imagery the clouds are in place. There are a few breaks out there, as you can see on the satellite as well, especially once you get from Grand Island and Hastings and areas to the west, out in the central part of the state, seeing more sunshine today. For the rest of this evening, we'll call it partly cloudy skies. 68 degrees by 8 o'clock, 62 by midnight. We'll see our low temperatures dropping down into the lower 50s. So this morning we dropped down to 49 degrees in Lincoln, so not quite as cool as that. The last couple of days we've had a gradual increase in morning lows. Now for tomorrow, I think we're going to see a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy. By noontime, we'll see temperatures up into the low 70s. We should see afternoon high temperatures a couple of degrees warmer than today, as I think we'll make it up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees in a few locations. You'll see 79 is what I'm forecasting for Lincoln, up to 80 in Beatrice, Fairbury, and Hebron, 80s as well towards Grand Island and Hastings, even York getting in on 80 degrees, 79 degrees in Seward. I think where we have just a few more clouds, we'll probably see temperatures maybe a degree cooler. As we go into Friday and Saturday, we're going to see our temperatures starting to rebound back into the 80s. It's going to feel more like early September than early October, as on Saturday we'll see temperatures running 15 to 20 degrees above normal. That means high temperatures into the upper 80s. Some of of you could even approach 90 degrees. And then we start talking about some changes coming our way. This evening, we've got an upper level low that's off to the south over southeast Missouri and southern Illinois. This is going to keep drifting off to the north and northeast. Again, bring a few clouds our way for tomorrow. But the weather system, or the bigger impacting weather system, potentially comes next week. And for that, we look into northeastern China. We're talking about 5,400 miles away from southeast Nebraska. So a long way to go and a lot to figure out from what the computer models are suggesting. But this one may have the potential for bringing a punch in the atmosphere by middle of next week. Now, in the meantime, on Saturday, as I mentioned, we're going to stay warm. It's going to be breezy, if not windy, around here Saturday with winds out of the south-southwest. A weak cold front is going to pass through here Sunday morning. As I've been saying for several days, I think this front will pass through on the dry side. We'll notice our winds shifting around to the west-northwest. We'll have cooler temperatures on Sunday, but not a big cool down. Highs will only be in the mid-70s as opposed to our normal highs in the low 70s. On Monday, an upper level low begins to move into the area. That will bring the chance for rain as we go through the day on Monday. That moves to the northeast. Then here comes the system that moves out of China. It's going to bring snow initially to the Rocky Mountains as well as some cooler air. Ahead of it, we will likely see our temperatures rebounding back up to near 80 degrees once again on Wednesday. Most computer models are suggesting a strong cold front comes through here Wednesday evening that could bring some stronger thunderstorms. Still some question as to the actual track of this low. Some things are taking it further to the north, others are taking it further to the south. Something to watch as we go through the middle of next week. It's not uncommon for us to get a severe weather outbreak of some type by mid-October around here. 7-day forecast then shows 87 degrees for a high on Saturday, 76 on Sunday, turning windy. We'll have the rain around for Monday, and then that chance for some stronger thunderstorms coming in middle of next week, probably Wednesday and Thursday morning. And then behind that, we see some cooler temperatures. It's going to start to feel more like late October as opposed to early September.
All right, looking good. Thank you very much, John. In COVID news now, with a Pfizer booster shot getting approved for certain populations, there have been a lot of questions.
Today, CHI took some time to answer a few, including if you got the J&J or Moderna shot, should you get the Pfizer booster?
The data is only for Pfizer vaccines to get Pfizer booster. And we have to wait until October 14th and 15th, and we'll know more information on those two other vaccines.
Yeah, doctors say they do not recommend mixing vaccines when it comes to getting your boosters. They say more data is expected in the next week when it comes to Johnson & Johnson and Moderna. Another big question, how often will we have to get booster shots?
For hepatitis B, for example, we get 3 shots to get good immune response. So I think there's more to come with the data. Is 3 Pfizer enough for a long time? Or do we need to get 3 now and every year? So still some questions to be answered.
We had quite a few topics we discussed today with doctors. We're going to have more on this coming up at 6 and 10 o'clock.
Now to a consumer alert, hundreds of thousands of at-home COVID test kits are being recalled over false positives. The company Ellume is pulling 427,000 of its rapid home test kits. The tests were shipped from April through August and sold at major retailers including Walmart, CVS, Target, and Amazon. According to the company, they have isolated the cause, and affected customers will be notified through email or its COVID-19 home test app. When you think about your holiday shopping and Black Friday, you probably aren't thinking of it in October.
Well, this year the deals are earlier than ever, and ABC's Kaylee Hartung has a look at what's behind this holiday shopping crunch.
The holiday shopping season is kicking off earlier than ever. Amazon now offering Black Friday-worthy deals. The online retail giant touting early access to deep discounts across every category. And Target already announcing a holiday price match guarantee and launching their own Deal Days promotion October 10th through 12th, promising savings on thousands of items online through their app and in their nearly 2,000 stores.
It could take a little bit longer, particularly for e-commerce, for things to arrive at your home.
October is typically the busiest shipping month of the year as retailers stock up for Black Friday. But 3 months before Christmas, the supply chain is facing massive disruptions. The pandemic creating shipping issues, shortages, and delays. Microsoft can't get the parts to build the new Xbox consoles. Its head of gaming saying there are multiple kind of pinch points in that process. And I think regretfully it's going to be with us for months and months, definitely through the end of this calendar year. Nike's feeling a supply crunch too, working to shift footwear production out of Vietnam, where factories are closed because of COVID restrictions, to places like China and Indonesia to prevent further delays. Clothing companies like H&M and Boohoo admitting their profits are likely to suffer because of rising supply chain costs and bottlenecks in ports coast to coast. Some retailers trying to alleviate their stress by flying goods in by air freight. Others, like Target, Walmart, and Home Depot, are chartering their own ships and avoiding these backlog ports to make sure they're stocked for the holidays.
And with the advice to shop early comes the warning to consumers that you could soon see the cost of this crunch on the supply chain. Experts say prices could rise as much as 20%. Look for those hikes on everything from toys to holiday decor. Kaylee Hartung, ABC News, Long Beach, California.
A good day on Wall Street. The Dow is up 102 points. NASDAQ gained 68. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, after the powerful testimonies,
get to the bottom of what happened.
The January 6th investigation has begun. What happens next? Plus, the new mask guidelines. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is the #1 program on all of television.
In Idaho, an owl was caught in some plastic next to a freeway.
Thankfully, someone was there to help him out. Idaho State Troopers can add great horned owl to their list of saves. Concerned drivers alerted police that the bird was caught in plastic next to the interstate. A sergeant kept the owl safe from traffic until animal experts arrived. The bird is doing okay and was released away from the freeway. Now, people slide into each other's DMs, but years ago, of course, they wrote love letters.
And now we're getting a glimpse of some that have puzzled historians for over 150 years. During the French Revolution, Queen Marie Antoinette wrote several letters to her rumored lover, but until now, their true meanings were hidden. Certain words have been written over with random letters, but a team of scientists used a special X-ray device to reveal the hidden words, which have included beloved, tender friend, adore, and madly.
Well, there you go. go, learning a little bit about history. That's going to do it for our newscast tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Stick around. World News Tonight with David Muir is up next. He'll have the latest on the Gabby Petito case, and then we'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News
Breakfast for our friends and family. Hot off the griddle, fresh as can be. At Amigos.
Closed cap.